between ancient times and the Renaissance. Now,
it's a severe winding road in ancient times. It still is a very windy road, perhaps as it was even in ancient times. This is the mirror.
So ancient times, you know what most of our ancestors did? Literally, they laid around all the day.
Century than it was in ancient times. And this is how many atheists and non-Christians view the holiday of Christmas. Sure,
and by the way, in ancient times, kings elevated the people who were the very highest to their right and left hand.
From ancient times, human beings have moved highest from place to place.
In ancient times, when they would bring sheep out to the countryside, they would place them in these little sheepfolds.
In ancient times and in our times, Muslim communities have been at the forefront.
Domesticated animals in ancient times, but ugly, wild things come and lick his sores, and poor man dies, and he ends up in all of human history. And it's all over the place in false mystery religions in ancient times. Chapter 23 of Deuteronomy, verse 1. It boasted in ancient times a population, and this is really amazing, a population of 600,000 people. This, in ancient times was called by one writer a handful of pearls and a goblet of emeralds. Why? That's the vision. Trees, very commonly in ancient times used to symbolize great rulers.
On individual and societal health has existed since ancient times. In the antinomy,
or it conjures up in ancient times, and he's supposed to be the apostle of democracy.
In ancient times, from these large skulls that were found on the island from dwarf elephants, and where the trunk of these
today. They've been in use in architecture since ancient times. If you walk around
books about ancient times, and so the history.
Chapter 17, that this, what was once a part of the Roman Empire in ancient times, that geographical area will be.
Is Harvard's main repository for rare books and manuscripts ranging from ancient times to the present.
Ancient times. Paestum. It had been completely abandoned by the 9th century, following the final collapse of the Roman
removed. But in ancient times, before toothbrushing, up to 600.
In ancient times, they had this idea of things being singly even or doubly even. So,
it just goes to show prime numbers, not just ancient times, not just modern computers. Basically, it's all.
In ancient times, there were temples everywhere, dotted the landscape.
Even David back in ancient times was writing about the height of God's love reaching even beyond the heavens themselves.
The congregations in ancient times and were out just to get money out of people, but eagerly. And if salt loses its ability to preserve, that's how it was used in ancient times. They would rub it into the meat to preserve. Broken people.